Hi guys, girls, ladies, gentlemen. Welcome back to the Alchimie Forever YouTube channel. I'm so excited to be here with you today to speak to you about a topic that I have had front and center, top of mind for the last 18 months, which is retinol. We just launched a new product. I feel like I just had a baby, Advanced Retinol Serum with time-release technology. And before we even speak about that, I wanted to share with you what I learned about retinol over these last 18 months. It's a big topic. I'm sure you're wondering, what is retinol? Is it for you? How should you use it? You probably heard that it creates side effects in the skin, maybe redness and flaking and what have you. So the point here today is to really educate you about retinol. So retinol is a synthetic molecule that is a derivative of vitamin A. You're probably like, what? Anyway, you can forget all that. What really matters as you're looking to choose your own retinol is to understand that retinol is a family of molecules. Each has pros and cons. It's all about these shades of gray. So to start at the beginning, retinol, R-E-T-I-N-O-L, is the purest form of this molecule. And you will often see that listed in the ingredients on the box of a product. There are also retinol derivatives. For example, retinol palmitate. So any word following retinol that tends to end in ATE will indicate it's a retinol derivative, which means it is slightly more gentle, also slightly less efficacious. So that is neither good nor bad. It just is a question of you making sure you choose the one that is right for you. I also get questions about, well, how does this work? Prescription, non-prescription. So prescription retinol is actually retinoic acid. That is the mothership, that is the strongest form of retinol, and that is only available by prescription. So, you may be using a prescription retinol, so you're using retinoic acid. If you want over-the-counter retinol products, you will have retinol, pure retinol products, retinol derivative products, and other kind of side family members of the family, such as retinaldehyde, for example, which is in the family of retinol, but not technically a retinol derivative. That might have sounded a bit confusing and a bit technical and a bit clinical, but I hope it helps to explain these different molecules. As you work down, the molecules get less strong and you get fewer side effects. So again, you need to figure out what is right for your skin type. The number one most important thing is that this is a product to use in the evening. Okay, this is not a morning product. There's two reasons for that. Any retinol molecule or molecule within the family of retinol is actually going to, one, make your skin more sensitive to the sun. So you don't really want to put it on when you're going to be going out in the sun, even though most of us, see the sun like I'm seeing it today, which is basically not. But still, it's best saved for the evening. The second reason why is because retinol itself, that molecule, is actually sensitive to light and air. By the way, that's why you want to make sure that the packaging is airless and colored, not clear glass, for whatever retinol product you're using. But since the molecule is sensitive to light and air, you can't really control the air part, but it's better to use and then to be in a dark room. That'll help the retinol molecule not completely degrade. So just equate retinol with beauty sleep, with evening time, with your evening routine. Also, when you're using retinol, it's very important that you protect yourself from the sun. I mean, this is actually true regardless of if you're using retinol or not. My father always said, if you want to age gracefully, use a product with SPF 20 or above every single day, which I do. But it's extremely important, particularly important when you're using a retinol product, because again, retinol makes your skin more photosensitive, which just means it will be more sensitive to the sun. It'll react to the sun a little bit more. Usually after I say this to people, they're like, oh, okay, so I can't use retinol during the summer. That is not true. You want to be careful with retinol in the sun. So for example, when I go to Greece every summer for my 2 weeks of R&R, I put my retinol aside. I don't even pack it. But I don't stop using the product between April and September. So it is a product you can use year-round. You just want to be aware of this photosensitivity. And yes, probably if you're spending 2 weeks at the beach, you can, not pack it, and it'll help you when you get home to repair all that sun damage that you caused. So this is an interesting question. The important thing to remember is retinol is a corrective molecule. So it's not really useful for you to use it in your 20s when you have perfect skin and you're really working on prevention. The rest of our brand is all about prevention. So there are many products you can use. retinol really is about correction. And so typically we recommend mid-30s on. So think about, are you a woman who's really into skincare? Have you taken good care of your skin up until your mid-30s, yet you still see some fine lines, maybe a few brown spots? That's how I knew I needed to start making a retinol, because that's how I've been with my skin, and I'm now 40 and I'm like, I need the big guns, if you will. So retinol is the big guns. So mid-30s onwards, not your first skincare product, you've been taking good care of your skin, but life happens. So brown spots and wrinkles are still there. It really will help to correct both. Do not use this if you're in your 20s. Also, please don't use any retinol if you're nursing or pregnant. That is not safe. You can use a retinol even if you are sensitive. That's another question I get a lot. Oh, well, I'm very sensitive and retinol is pretty aggressive. Yes, it is. And so then you just choose a retinol product that is adequate for your skin type, and maybe you only use it once a week. So we've talked about the importance of using it at night. We've talked about the importance of using a product with SPF every morning if you're using retinol. A couple of other things. Typically, a retinol is used a few times a week. Depending on the type of retinol product that you're using, the type of concentration that we're speaking about, this can vary between once and, let's say, 4 times a week. I typically do not recommend for a retinol product to be used every day, just because it is quite intense. The other thing to know is that you need to use retinol on dry skin, and ideally you're using your retinol product as your one and only product that evening. So you're not putting any other serum or any toner on your skin prior to applying the retinol, and you are not applying a cream on top of your retinol. That is because really that product needs to do its thing in your skin by itself. One caveat to that, there's always a caveat because every rule is meant to be broken. So if you want to, on purpose, kind of dilute your retinol product, whichever retinol product you're using, then what you do is you apply it on clean, dry skin in the evening, and you apply a moisturizer on top. And that will, the technical term is buffer. That will buffer the retinol a little bit. It'll dilute it, so it'll be a bit less efficacious, but it will minimize the side effects that you may be experiencing. Let's talk about side effects with retinol. So if your skin if you've never used retinol, your retinol version, so to speak, your skin will experience a little bit of a, oh my God, what is happening? Typically after about a week to 2 weeks of use, so not the first time you use your product, because this process in the skin will take a little bit. You might have some flaking. I know when I started using our first prototype, I had flaking around the nose, and I had flaking around the eyebrows and my eye contour, a little bit around my mouth. The areas that move the most is typically where you're going to see flaking. Now, this is not full face peeling. I don't even use the word peeling, but it's a little bit of dryness. Some people will experience redness, a little bit of sensitivity, a little bit of discomfort. This is all normal. This is not a reaction to the product. This is part of the process of retinol. This is how it does its amazing thing. So again, think about that and think about, are you okay with this, or do you absolutely not want any side effect ever for whatever reason? And this will help you decide if you should incorporate a retinol product in your routine, or perhaps if you can wait a few more years. So I feel like I've talked your ear off about retinol, and you probably know more than you ever wanted to know, but if you have questions, please leave them in the comment section below. I'll also link to the blog post I wrote about this topic, adamantaboutbeauty.com, and I look forward to our next videos and hope you have a wonderful day.